This program has been made possible with the support of Pinup Partners. Convert traffic smarter with Pinup Partners.
Hello friends, J. Todd back here in the rainy, gray, and cold Pacific Northwest. And I can honestly tell you, I've never been more happy to be home in my life. I really don't enjoy traveling that much anymore. My body does not handle it as well as it did when I was a younger man. And with my transit times from the west coast of the United States across to Europe, frequently taking 24 to 30 hours each way, it's certainly more of a burden than it used to be. I enjoy seeing old friends. I enjoy the fun times at events, just not the travel. And stacking Las Vegas on the back of Lisbon really kicked my ass. However, it was nice to get some validation recently, as I have been saying for years that the actions taken by the UK Gambling Commission would drive players offshore, and after years of willful ignorance and deaf ears, here come the headlines. As a new study finds 1.5 million players in Britain now play at offshore gambling sites, taking with them more than 2.7 billion pounds, a number that is expected to cost the UK government well over 300 million pounds in taxes over the next several years. Golly, if only there had been some sort of warning. So, what will the UK powers that be do to make up that tax shortfall? Well, of course, they are going to punish the operators for their own stupidity. Reports are circulating that the British government is considering a huge tax hike on gambling companies, doubling their taxes in certain situations, leading some in this industry to call the move utterly economically illiterate, which, believe me, is far more polite than the words I would have used. No matter, no one listens to me anyways. The real question is, with all the changes from the Gambling Act review, with the fees and the fines increasing, with taxes going up, and a militant gambling commission, why would anyone, any affiliate, any operator still base their business strategy on the United Kingdom? Okay, it's starting to rain harder now, so I'm gonna have to pick this up. Don't worry, Mike, the camera is covered. As we enter the second half of our show, I needed to mention that Halloween is right around the corner, and that's a great marketing opportunity for you affiliates out there, so why not consider the Punky Halloween slot special promotion from our friends at Every Game. From now all the way to November 30th, players can grab a 150% bonus for up to $5,000 plus 50 free spins on this festive game with respins, bonus symbols, and the fortune link feature. Simply visit affiliate.everygame.eu for details and creatives, and hey, if you're not working with them, now's the perfect opportunity to start. Okay, let me ask you this. Has anyone else out there noticed that markets in this industry tend to follow a pattern? For example, Most markets trail the United Kingdom, which set the gold standard back in the day, but now it's as if the British market is slowly dying, as the burden of increasing taxes just might suck any life out of it that it has left. And the Commission and Andy Rhodes, they just look on in utter confusion. That same sort of confusion currently sweeping through the Netherlands right now, as they just announced tax increases a while ago. But new data shows that far more players in that country are patronizing offshore sites than they thought, following the trend in the United Kingdom. Meanwhile, here in America, where we were a little bit late to the online gambling game, but are catching up quickly, the CEO of Flutter is warning that higher taxes would, you guessed it, push players offshore. No one listened to me, maybe someone will listen to him. But it goes on. As Brazil moves into the regulation of online gambling, they are busy blocking over 2,000 websites. Sound familiar? And even down in Australia, where they love to block sites, there are ongoing discussions and efforts to ban all online gambling advertising. You see, it just keeps repeating itself. One big vicious circle. And by my calculations, I project that within 15 to 20 years, all online gambling around the world will be regulated and then taxed completely out of business. So that's a wrap. I'm wet and cold. Need to go get out of this. So, you know me, I'll come back next week because I got nothing else going on, folks. This is it. God willing. It's usually 24 to 30 hours. Nah, you cocked that up. Well, it's my first one back. What do you want, perfection? Meanwhile, here in America, where we were a little late to the game but are catching up quickly, the CEO of Flutter is warning that catching... Yeah, I cocked that up. And thank God the rain's coming down harder. The burdens of my life.